Well, last time Isuzu's telescope broke, and she thinks it's all Chinami's fault. And Chinami couldn't say anything because she didn't know what the fuck happened either. Because, yeah, Mare just reaped Isuzu's nightmare, which was, of course, related to the telescope in the southern skies of Australia and all that. And, yeah, that scene was actually really hard to watch, not gonna lie. But, yeah, now we just hopefully gotta find a way to fix her friendship, because it's not looking too good right now. So, hey, Isuzu? Oops. I've been standing outside her house waiting for her to come out. I had a hunch that she would try and go to school early this morning to avoid us. And sure enough, she came out the door much earlier than usual. Oh, hi, Suzuha. Maybe Suzuha can help bridge the rift that formed. Suzuha-chan was behind her, apparently getting ready to go to school herself, too. Yeah. Chinami's still at home, though. Oh. Oh. I know just saying sorry would never be enough to undo last night, but I still want to apologize. Isuzu averted her eyes. But it wasn't, though. She said she wants to apologize, too. Could you please find it in you to forgive her? She didn't reply. It's true, though. But we can't explain. Yeah. Oh, jeez. You hear that tone in her voice? Probably because Isuzu's tone of voice was low. Suzuha-chan jerked up at the start. Yeah, so did Dragon Force. It's true though, Isuzu. Listen to your little sister, it's true. Isuzu, you're scaring her. And me, a little bit. Cause she's being really scary and hostile right now. No. No. You like actually feel legit hostile right now. Are you sure? See, usually when you say stuff like that, you can tell you don't really mean it, but yeah, see, now it's different. Saying so, Isuzu walked off to trek up the hill. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, I'll fix it, I promise. Don't cry. I gently rubbed Suzuha-chan's head. Don't worry, okay? We'll be back to normal in no time. We'll go back to being friends before you know it. Uh-huh, I hope so. Absolutely. You got my word. It wasn't like I had anything to base that on. But it at least seemed to come as some consolidation to Suzuha-chan. Aw, Suzuha. Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. So chin up and go to school now, okay? Oh. Oh, now we really gotta make this happen. I told Suzuha-chan goodbye, then went after Isuzu. Hey, wait up, Isuzu. You said you weren't angry, but it's plain as day to me that you are. Uh-huh. What about my ears? Her tone was also snappy. Uh-huh. It was like she went back to how she was by the time we first met. You can't forgive Chinami no matter what? Big goof. You can't forgive me either? It feels like you're trying to distance yourself from me. Maybe I was also feeling a bit anxious as I worked that hard to shorten our distance to that of a couple, and now we're starting to grow again.
違います。先輩は悪くないです。先輩は私の恋人です。
Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you about to go on without me had I not shown up? Are you distancing yourself from me because of Chinami? Because I'm her brother?
そんなこと。
If you're with me, it's inevitable that you also come into contact with Chinami. That's true. There's no possible way you'd be able to avoid her. And I'm not gonna keep Chinami at a distance, even if you asked me to. I don't think I could, even if I tried. I don't think I could. Isuzu stopped dead in her tracks. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I was blaming you or anything. But here's the thing. If you were to ask me whether I value you or Chinami more, I wouldn't be able to answer. I wouldn't be able to honestly choose. Her shoulders started to tremble. I love you. Of course I do. But this is different. And Chinami's my little sister. You can't compare apples to oranges here. I love each of you in different ways. I hate that expression, by the way. But what are you saying makes sense aside from the metaphor. Isuzu left me behind and ran off. I'm such a moron. I came in wanting to clear this up and have her forgive Chinami, but now it only made it worse. I couldn't deny that I might have been a little frustrated over this. After all, it was Mare who destroyed the telescope, not Chinami. Yeah, of course though, Isuzu wouldn't believe that even for a second. And to be honest, I was actually relieved that it was gone. This may be the first necessary step for her to take to eventually put the starry sky of her childhood behind her. And look at the sky of Hibarigasaki. I mean, yeah, that's why Mare did it, because it was her nightmare. The very fact that I was taking relief in something that was only causing her pain just made me irritated beyond belief. I feel like it's for the best, otherwise Mare wouldn't have done it. Also, help! Also, how you doing? Hey, Kusame. Help! It did, I promise. She'll start coming again soon. It was my fault entirely that she didn't show up on the past 2 days. I didn't do nothing. Mare broke the scope. Telescope. Isuzu was nowhere to be found at the courtyard. And that too was likely my fault. Darn it, man. Three of us left our classroom. Oh, hi, Isuzu. You want to go to the club with us? You want to go to the club with us, please? We need you. Isuzu was in the hallway. This was probably the first time she'd come to the second year's floor. Please don't tell me you're resigning from the club. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to talk with one of us? She extended her hand and grasped my uniform quietly. Oh. Okay. But I don't. The sing treatment goes on. Oh. Okay, good. I was worried for a minute. And she's doing this in front of them too, so that's good. Isuzu shifted her gaze from me to the floor repeatedly while also opening and closing her mouth. Oh. Also. Yes, that's right. Also is the most surprised of us all. And due to also being so terribly startled, that also had an effect on Isuzu. Start it! No backsies. We'll take backsies. Thanks, Kusame. Kusame-san had already given us her blessing. Isuzu. Her eyes, full of uneasiness, seemed to cling to me. Before that, what are you gonna do about Chinami? Yeah, that's a good point. But she has everything to do with this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it because you ran away from her that you were waiting here? Oh, that would make sense. Well, that's not why, but sorry, we'll have to put off the date. Isuzu's face went visibly pale. Dang. But anyways, Isuzu, you coming to... no. Before I could finish with club, she ran off. Well... Don't give me that face, it's complicated, okay? Wait here, why does it come to that? Shush. You shush. Probably not. I mean, you heard her ask me on a date, so... Is it not clear? A barrage of questions were thrown my way. If I went to club, I can easily imagine the vast amount of effort required to continue dodging the questions. Time to ditch too. Sorry, also. I think I'm gonna go on home. Sorry, but not today. Something important came up. As much of an excuse as it sounded, it was the honest truth. I'd love to, but it's something else. Is it not clear? Come on, stop suspecting. Freaking also. Dog mode initialized. Also came off like she might bite at me any moment. No, that's for your route. Well, that's that. See you around. I dashed off. I said you have to wait till you're out to bite me. Calm down, woman. Kusame like, one of you better be coming to the club right now. Leaving the rest of Kusame-san, I headed to take care of my business. As we were waiting for Aunt Shino getting dinner ready, Suza-chan restlessly came up to me. You just in a room? You went to school like always and came home like always. You also came down here once before you showed up. Her room. I'll call her when dinner's ready. Probably, even though it's actually really hard to imagine a sad and depressed Chinami. No, that's not it. It's just that she's got something to do. No, it doesn't. She never does that. I've never encountered Chinami doing her homework in my whole life. Let's leave it at that. Well, something like that. I didn't want to worry her needlessly. No, definitely not mad. Definitely not mad. She's not, I promise. She wasn't angry when the telescope broke down either, right? Well, yeah, because she probably thinks it's her fault too, because she doesn't know what happened either. Only me and Mare do. Last night on the way back from the rooftop, no one spoke a word. Don't worry. Everything will be back to usual soon. I already told you this morning, didn't I? Suza-chan's Suzu-chan's expression remained clouded.
ようさんもさっきまで部屋にいたんですか？
Well, yeah. And I plan to go back right after dinner. I assume the same went for Chinami. Sorry that I can't keep you company.
いえ、それは全然。シノさんもいますし。
Oh, that's true.
それよりお姉ちゃんが。
He's not coming again?
はい。
Oh.
誘ったんですけど行かないって。
At that moment, I heard my cell phone ringing. There was a message from Isuzu.
これから私の部屋に来ませんか？
What happened to our other ringtone?
二人で夕飯を食べませんか？今作ってる途中なんです。
Oh, Isuzu.
シノさんほど上手じゃありませんけど、よかったら食べてみてくれませんか？マヨネーズは使ってませんから安心してください。それに今日はあんまりお話ししてないから、
Oh.
先輩とお話ししたいです。
I replied to her with the following message. We're gonna deny it, aren't we? Sorry, but I can't come. I don't know if this is the exact right approach. I get what he's doing, but I don't know if this is gonna actually help us, considering how Isuzu is. I feel like it's only gonna make it worse.
もしかしてお姉ちゃんですか？
Yeah.
お姉ちゃん気が変わって一緒に食べるとか。
No. No, it seems like she's preparing dinner over there herself.
そうですか。
I'm working on it. I didn't receive any messages in response from Isuzu. Didn't think we would after that, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know if this is the best idea. October 18th.
先輩。
Upon leaving the house, Isuzu came running up to me. Oh, pretty rare to see you running. I mean, always taking the time is like part of your identity. Lol.
茶化さないでください。
I'm just stating facts. You came to a halt in front of me and then shot her gaze down towards the pavement. Oh, I almost forgot. Good morning, Isuzu.
おはようございます。
Did you come running here after you saw me walk out?
いえ、偶然です。
Timing-wise, it was purely inconceivable that she hadn't been waiting for me. If I'd been together with Chinami, I imagine she might not have shown up at all. Probably not.
ゆうべは。
Yeah, sorry about that. I had something to do.
用事だったんですね。
Yeah, that's what happened.
だったら仕方ないですね。
What if I told you I wasn't busy? Her smile, all too feeble. Seeing it made me all the more aware of the fact that I had hurt her.
じゃあ今夜は私の部屋。
Sorry, I'm busy. Why can't you come over and eat at our place? I really want you there with us. You seem struggling to answer.
私の部屋じゃダメですか？
No. Can I take Chinami along then too? Isuzu-chan seemed really lonely as well last night. Isuzu appeared really afflicted.
そろそろ学校行きませんか？
You didn't answer my question. No. Oh dang. The rejecting manner I'd forced myself into assuming made me sick to my stomach. Chinami should be here soon. I want to wait for her. I feel bad for leaving her behind yesterday, so I gotta make up for it this time.
私は
After biting her lip, she said,
私は先に行きます。
Yeah, I had a feeling. Alright.
先輩は
I said I'd have to wait for my sister, though. I just said I'd wait.
私と
Sorry. There was an empty apology.
わかりました。
Is it? Okay.
先に行きます。
And now it's just awkward. See you later. Yeah, real awkward. I saw her off, came not to let anything show in my attitude. Maybe that came off to her as rejection. Why? Is that literally what it is? That I was putting distance between us. And of course, it was only natural that she'd think that. Yeah. Again, I don't know if this is the best of ideas. Isuzu? As I was about to pass the school gate, I noticed Isuzu standing there nearby. She raised her head after registering me, but immediately cast her eyes down to her feet. What are you doing here? Oh. Walk home together? She muttered quietly. Oh, dang. I see. Something kind of came up during lunch break. Yes. Pretty much. What about club? The others really want you to come, though. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna get going now. Oof. I felt that. She's frightened out of her mind. She couldn't shake the fear that rejection was waiting for her. Yeah, sure. I had no reason to turn her down. Just going home together was no trouble at all, and yet... Oh, dang. That smile of hers almost gave me the impression she was about to cry. She probably was. Come over tonight if you can, alright? After reaching my home, I said that to Isuzu. Later then. You want to come inside? As I was about to enter the house, she stopped me for words. Yes? Yeah, see you at dinner. Bye. Her shaky voice sounded like a scream. But it's my house. Seeing her so emotionally distraught like this, I had the overwhelming urge to take her in my arms. But I resisted at the last moment. We'll see each other again soon enough at dinner. Are you saying that because you don't want to see Chinami? Isuzu, I'm repeating myself here, but... Isuzu, no, don't do that, please, Isuzu. She drowns out my words. Isuzu. No. Isuzu. You're getting really desperate right now. Isuzu. Calm down, please. I was rendered speechless. Yeah, ellipses. Did it in public on the beach, though. Listen to what you're saying. I tapped her head. You don't have to force stuff to say things like that. I know, that's why it's concerning. That smile is kind of unsettling, Isuzu. No. Dang, yeah, it was just straight up no. She caught her breath in shock. I can't. I have something to do. The trembling intensified. Something more important. can't compare apples to oranges. He said it again, darn it. After all, there's something I've got to see through together with Chinami. Oh, what's that? Isuzu's eyes widened. Here's what up at the corners of her eyes. Probably related to the mom, isn't it?
ちなみさん、先輩の大切な妹が。
Yeah.
ちなみさん。
Yes, just like you and Suzuha.
そんなちなみさんを私は傷つけた。先輩が大切だって思うちなみさんを傷つけた。だから私先輩に。
Oh, no, I never said that. I never said that. The last bit went out due to her sobbing. In that moment, I realized just how thoughtless I'd been. Wait, Isuzu, that's not what I... He turned around. She gave me no time to stop her either. She entered her house right away, whereupon I heard the sound of the door being locked. Well, I pondered whether to ring at the door. I thought about possibly sending her a message, but I realized that neither of those would do me a damn thing. Darn it. Absolutely pathetic. There must have been a better way to go about it. That's what I've been trying to say, yo! I could only loathe myself going about this like such a fucking dumbass. Thank you. At least he admitted it. Man, maybe Mare really is the Grim Reaper that tears lovers apart. Goodness gracious. Around now, everyone should be sitting around the dining table at Yo's place. Everyone except Isuzu, who is sitting here all alone. She desperately holds back the tears that are rolling up in her eyes. She tells herself she wouldn't cry. She has always been alone, so what need is there to be sad? Doesn't mean you won't be sad, though. Solitude has always been her only friend. Jeez, this should be normal for her. Not a single thing has changed. So then why, she asks herself. Oh no. Why did she feel so lonely? She already knows the answer to that question. It's because of him, Kogasaka You. It's all his fault. Because he chose to leave her. But I didn't say that. But I knew that was gonna cause problems. She feels a mix of pain, sadness, and loneliness, while at the same time also feeling frustrated over her own emotions, unable to forgive herself for feeling that way. She also feels just miserable. There's no doubt in her mind that Yo has come to hate her after the harsh words she said to Chinami. No, Isuzu, no. Thinking so makes her sink into depression. Oh no, she can't bear that. No, she'd be better off dying. Please don't, game, don't even start. Feelings like these would have been inconceivable for her past self. It's like she has become a different person. Maybe that is what it means to fall in love. Before she knew it, he surpassed her telescope. Dang. Even the starry sky of her childhood now pales in comparison to that boy. What she feels now is a pain much worse than the pain she felt from her telescope breaking. She fears the thought of having to go on living life without him. It's the same as back then, she thinks. The same as when we moved to Hibarigasaki. The same as when I got separated from my home. This feeling of being tormented by separation. Or maybe this far exceeded the pain from back then. In that case, we have to make up Chinami and everyone be happy again, please. The single thing that differs from last time is that she has the path out. She couldn't do anything about her parents' job transfer as a kid, but this time she holds the power to change things. She can resolve the situation on her own. Yes, exactly, please do it! All she needs to do is apologize to Chinami. That one simple action would fix everything. She is sure that would also make Yo return to her. Just a simple apology is all it would take. everything would be back to normal. She understands that full well. It does, yet it feels so impossible. No matter how strongly she sings to herself she needs to do it, it doesn't change anything. I know it's hard, but you can do it. She has no idea how to go about something like that. Someone like her, who has always up until this point gone on rejecting friends, simply wouldn't know. Just gotta go and speak her genuine feelings while saying you're sorry. Her past self and back when she used to have friends is so far away she can't recall anything. Well, dang. That is something. More than anything, she doesn't know if she could say the right words. In class, Isuzu has been ignoring Chinami. Likewise, Chinami has been doing the same. The two haven't exchanged a single word since the day her telescope broke apart. Chinami has to be upset. Isuzu is entirely aware that the telescope breaking was in no way Chinami's fault. It couldn't possibly scatter like it did just by holding it. Oh, so you did realize that? However, she lashed out at Chinami, one-sidedly blaming her for it. Isuzu has no doubt that Chinami is mad at her, and she wants nothing further to do with her. That's highly doubtful. Yo told her that Chinami wanted to apologize. However, she can't bring herself to believe that Yo said that out of anything but kindness for her. Isuzu believes Chinami doesn't consider her friend anymore, and that she has no one to blame for that but her own self. Chinami is completely in the right. Fault rests solely on Isuzu's shoulders. Though if she is in the wrong, then what kind of face should she make when she is apologizing when telling her she'd like to go about being friends? Unable to hold them back, tears begin to stream down her face. Keenly, she thinks, if she had known things would turn out this way, she should have never become friends with Chinami. Oh, no, it's gonna be okay in the end, I promise. She should have never fallen in love with Yo. No, don't say that. She has only repeated her past mistakes. And there she is now, left hurt again. Oh. It's fine, you just gotta say sorry, it's fine. With the same wound having been gouged, she is deeper hurt than before. I won't. Hence there is no way she can bear these feelings any longer. Oh fuck. Can her like parents tell her? Why don't you teach her how to apologize? What are you people doing? Upon leaving the house, the sound of quick footsteps entered my ears. The same morning situation as yesterday. Spotting me, Isuzu ran up to me. Good morning, Isuzu. She came to a halt and greeted me gingerly, as if to carefully gauge what I was thinking. Morning, Isuzu. Upon greeting her back, a smile bloomed on her face. Though to be fair, we also kind of have to apologize, because again, well, like you said, he was being a dummy, yeah? Did not handle that situation well at all, so we should probably apologize to her too. Just saying. We wasted no time in striking up idle talk. In light of what had transpired yesterday, I had been prepared to be avoided by her, actually. True. It's beautiful out. What you do? That's just what you do when it's awkward. You just talk about the weather to make it more awkward. Yeah, no doubt. Are you gonna show up? Usually Suzu would have never said something like that. She didn't stop smiling. Yeah, she was forcing herself to act cheerful. No matter how you look at her, this was only a facade. She didn't want me to hate her. She didn't want me to leave her. She wanted me to be there for her. Those heartfelt feelings, they were conveyed to me so vividly. And that was far more than I deserved right now. I so desperately wanted to just hug her here and now. Thank her honestly for falling in love with me. But I knew that I couldn't do that just yet. I wasn't the only one who cherished her. I wasn't the only one who loved her.
先輩が天体観測するなら私も
Sorry. Dang, uh-oh. Her face stiffened. I can't come tonight. Oh no. I'll be busy all throughout the day. Jeez. Trepidation surfaced on her stiffened face.
私やっぱり
Her voice was weak to the point that even the slightest gust of wind would drown it out.
先輩に嫌われたんですか
No.
もう恋人じゃないんですか
No, we're still a couple? No, that's not the case. I could say so with confidence, and yet...
じゃあなんで
Sorry. No matter what I tried, I could only give her hollow words like that. She tightly shut her eyes.
嫌です
I'm sorry! Tears streamed down her face. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
嫌じゃ
I
嫌です
I said I didn't hate you though. She cried quietly. She was so feeble and distraught right now, it quite literally hurt to look at her. Yeah, exactly. I don't know who it was that first suggested she looked like a hamster or some small animal. Kusame. But right now, that was the exact picture I have of her. Through the course of her life, she'd been obstinately building a wall between her and her peers. Once that wall had crumbled down, she had no means of protecting herself. She couldn't protect her fragile heart, and she was in no state to build another. But now there was nothing to keep her from getting hurt, making her suffer.
すみません
She turned away, not wanting me to see her tear-stained face.
今朝の私は変みたいです
I think you do know why, though.
今までも変でしたけどもっと変みたいです私
Oh,
先行きます学校行きます一人でも大丈夫ですから
oh,
一人は
oh no! Don't,
慣れてますから
please don't do this. She ran off up the hill without looking back even once. If someone as scummy as me won't even chase after her have any right to call myself her boyfriend? Nami. At this rate, it's me who might reach my limit of what I can take. Do you think what we're doing is really the right thing? Please tell me, Chinami. If we don't end up fixing this, I won't let you off with just a noogie. Could we please come up with a better method?
あのヨウさんちなみさんは
When I got back down from Chinami's room, Suza-chan had been in the living room waiting to ask me that. In her room, she'll come down in a bit.
幼稚なんですよね
Right.
何の用事なんですか
Suza-chan looked worried. Except in at school and when we eat, we've been shutting ourselves in Chinami's room all day.
ヨウさんとちなみさんの用事って何なんですか
Are we trying to build her a new telescope or something? Well, you hoped for it too, didn't you? She tilted her head questioningly. Don't you remember how we gathered up the fragments on the rooftop back then? It looked like that immediately clued her in.
あれってお掃除したんじゃ
Wow, they're trying to piece it back together. Not just that.
じゃあお部屋に持ち帰って
Yeah, we're doing a little tinkering with them.
ちょっとじゃないと思います
So we've been doing this the whole time? So we really were busy then. Oh, okay. That makes it way better. He was right. We'd already used up all of our free time over almost 3 days now.
やっぱりお姉ちゃんのために
Don't tell her.
どうしてですか お姉ちゃんすごく元気なくって、私の前では普通に振る舞おうとしてるけど。
Dang, even Suzu can tell. I knew that Isuzu was pushing herself. That was how important we were to her. Far more than the two of us had ever fought. If we realized that sooner, maybe there would have been a different way to go about it. But it was too late to backtrack now. I just asked that you give us a little more time. Wishingly so, I answered, directed at Suzu-chan and also the ceiling. While looking up at Chinami, who was inside her room on the second floor, working while sparing no time for sleep. If you honest to God want us all to have dinner together again. Yes, please go back to the fun family dinner time. Since there was no school the following day, there was no need to worry about Chinami sleeping in. We could work all throughout the night. We didn't have the time for sleep until this was finished. I needed to reclaim our everyday life as soon as possible. Okay, good. So we're really just trying to make the telescope again.
眠ってしまったみたいですね。
Are you in my room?
連日空が白むまで頑張っていたから。
Wait, that's not Isuzu's voice, is it? I'm terrible at voices, in case you don't know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not Isuzu's voice. Hold on a minute. Who are you? And why are you in my room?
疲れているんですね。いくら好きな子のためと言っても、体は大切にしてください。そのままで寝ると風邪をひきますよ。
Why are you in my room?
おやすみなさい。
Hello? And Shino, there's an intruder in the
隠
house.
すことはしません。
Okay.
私は見守るものですから。
Oh.
それが
You're like,
あの人との約束だから。
you're the lookout girl? Hello? And you said guardian angel, so did you die? Hello? Hello? I have to wake up with a jolt to check the current time. The hour hand on the clock pointed to 4. Right, the bunnies. It was still dark outside, but the next day had long since started. I think I fell asleep while I was working on it. I'd gotten essentially zero sleep over the course of the past 3 days. There was also exhaustion, but maybe it was also because I allowed myself to feel relaxed since there was no school tomorrow. Good job, me, considering we aren't done yet. The object on the table was telling me that we'd still not yet crossed the goal line. Readying myself to get back to work, I stretched out my hand when something then fell off from my shoulders. A jacket. It was one I wear when I go outside. Did I have this on when I came to her room? Is there a jacket you wear when you don't go outside?
ちなみに眠眠じゃないから頑張るね。
Her eyes perfectly closed, Chinami was moving her hands for empty air, believing she was working. Can't blame her. She usually gets around 10 hours of sleep a night. Despite that, she'd been working with almost as little sleep as me, eager to finish. I lifted her up in my arms and laid her down on her bed. She had her hands still stretched into air, so I pushed those under the blanket. Now then, back to work. Right as I was about to do so, I spotted someone.
優しいんですね。
Okay, so you are in my... Oh, you're in Chinami's room. Still, intruder! I was startled. It was like I'd just seen a ghost. Oh, I'm just confused now.
ちなみさんは君のような兄に守られて幸せなんでしょうね。
Thank you. Hello? Okay, that is definitely not the lookout girl. Who the fuck? Get out of the room! There was a girl standing there. Who the fuck? Hello? Hello? Alright, I didn't know who she was, nor when she got in here. She was holding a huge scythe, unbefitting her small stature, looking at me with a composed expression. Are you related to Mare? You have to say my color.
ちなみさんを助けていただきありがとうございます。
That's definitely not Mare's voice though, because otherwise I would hear the Ilya in it. But yeah, are you like related to her? Because you have the eyes and the scythe. Well, a different scythe, but a scythe. You're welcome. In contrast to her extremely young appearance, her language and tone were calm. I didn't know who or what she was, but the image that popped into my head was or my mind was Mare. But she has black hair and twin tails, not the Ilya voice. The way she acted older than her age was similar to Mare too. And above all, that scythe spoke volumes. That told me that she was a Grim Reaper.
まだ寝ていてもいいんですよ。少しでも休んだ方が作業もはかどると思いますから。
But I'm scared to go back to sleep now if you're here. When I was about to say something, I sensed movement at the edge of my vision. No!
ちなみ、
Okay.
ねもねもじゃないから頑張るね。
Okay, Chinami. Chinami came crawling out of her bed like a zombie. The mysterious girl poked Chinami's forehead with her scythe shaft. Hey, hey! Calm down. Chinami instantly collapsed on her bed. What are you doing?
お休みさせました。
Okay.
今は、ちなみさんにはあまり姿を見られたくありませんから。
Why not? Chinami showed no indication of moving. It would appear she was completely out for the count. But who are you? Yes, please answer. The little girl maintained a smile on her face. The Grim Reaper?
君の言う死神というのは娘星の子のことですね。
What? Daughter? What? Yeah, exactly. Daughter what? Who what? Where? Now who what?
考える必要はありません。
What?
これは
Yes.
夢ですから。
Yes, there is. What do you mean? A dream?
君がもう一度眠れば、私との出会いは夢だと思うだろうということです。
But I just want to know who you are. But isn't that basically saying this isn't a dream? Yes.
だから深く考える必要はないんです。
But I want to. I need answers. Was she trying to gloss over the fact? So, who are you?
名前を聞いているんですか？
Yes. There are also other things I'd like to ask you, but let's start with that.
レンです。
Okay, Ren. Huh, interesting. I'm actually surprised you told me this. Ren?
ちなみに偽名です。
Do all you people do this? Do all you Grim Reapers just do this? Just assume names, okay? The same as Mare, uh-huh.
名前はふるさとに置いてきましたから。
You just left your name back at home like a name tag? Hey, are you Mare's sister or something?
あの子には弟がいますけど、
Wait, what?
あの子自身は忘れていると思います。
Really now? Okay, well that's interesting and that's something I expected to learn and like a route that's not about her, but so Mare has a younger brother? Huh, I never would have thought that actually.
長旅で途方もなく長い旅の中で記憶は星に帰りますから。
I don't understand what this means, woman.
私も名前だけじゃない。ふるさとにいた頃をよく覚えていませんから。
I was finding myself more and more lost. Uh-huh, yeah.
記憶がないから拠り所を求めるんです。私たちは約束を求めるんです。
Huh.
ですから今の私は見守るものなんです。ちなみさんを見守るものなんです。
Narmi's guardian angel, huh?
あの人とそういう約束を交わしたから。
Her father? My confusion wasn't going anywhere.
考えないでください。
Mine is kinda, but...
どうせ夢ですから。
Well, I can't really just do that at the drop of a hat.
納得できないなら守護霊とでも思ってください。これまでも陰ながら見守っていましたから。
I see.
ちなみさんが1学期のテストで赤点をキリキリで回避したのは私が手を加えたためですから。
Oh, I see. You're the reason she made it to high school, huh?
深夜の教務室にこっそりと忍び込んで 答案をちょちょいっと。
Nice. I was always wondering how the fuck Chinami didn't even get held back before. I don't know if you call that watching over her. You're just coddling her hopeless.
ダメ人間キスクソ。
Pretty much, yeah. What's with that laughter?
私ダメ人間フェチなんです。
Okay, I see. Alright. Kinda creepy when you just come out and say something like that. I have a fetish, okay, huh?
ダメ可愛い人が好きなんです。
Phrasing it differently doesn't make it any better.
特に恋に溺れる人間のダメさ加減は垂涎物です。
I see. Doesn't that, kind of make you the hopeless one?
そのためこれまでも様々なダメ人間を見てきましたが、ちなみさんは逸材だと思います。
Yeah, I'm sure. Are you trying to piss me off or something?
ちなみさんが好きな君だからこれ以上は控えます。
Man, she is a little dumb butt, but...
その好きが恋じゃないのが残念ですけど。
We'll get to that eventually. Just for your information, the one I'm in love with is Isuzu. Yeah, in this timeline.
分かっています。
Okay. I thought I clicked too fast. Well, I did, but it still played. She was still smiling, but I felt like her smile had become more pronounced.
君といすずさんのこと応援しますよ。
But you're gonna show up at Chinami's route too, aren't you, considering you said that?
ダメなところたくさんあるから。
Listen, I know I'm working on it, alright? I'm working on
ダ
it.
メなところたくさんあっても何よりちなみさんも君たちのこと応援すると思いますから。
Yeah, of course.
私はちなみさんと一緒に君たちの声も
Thank you, but you kind of concerned me
見
considering
守りたいって思うんです。
considering what you were saying earlier about how you just have a fetish for this. So I'm not entirely sure if I want you or not, but thank you. For a brief moment, the starlight shining through the gap between the curtains darkened, and simultaneously the Grim Reaper girl called Ren vanished from my sight. What in the world did I just see? It was like, man, am I high or something? Even the way she left resembled Mare. I looked around, but she really was gone for good. I shrugged it off and resumed work. My reason for not giving in to my sleepiness was not because I didn't want to let my encounter with Ren become a dream. It was because I wanted to reclaim Isuzu's smile as quickly as possible.
お兄ちゃんお兄ちゃん見て見てお兄ちゃん。
That wasn't nearly enough Oni-chans, Chinami. Did the telescope finish? Having woken up, Chinami suddenly started to make a ruckus.
ちなみいつの間にか眠ってたのに作業が進んでるよ。これってきっと妖精さんが手伝ってくれたんだよね。
No, can't you see me right in the process of working on it, Bird Brain?
寝起きにグリグリはきつすぎるよお兄ちゃん。
Oh, but... Well, there really was a fairy, though. I mean,
本当に
yes, slightly perverted fairy. Nope. I stretched my back and rotated my arms around to loosen my stiffened shoulders. Go wash your face so we can have breakfast.
食べたらすぐ作業開始だね。
We had to finish this today at all costs. The end was finally within sight. Aoi Suzu's cell phone rings from its position on her desk. She had been listlessly sitting on a chair and doing star divination. But immediately she extends her hand towards it and checks who the caller is. It is the very person she had hoped it to be. Yo is calling her. But Isuzu can't bring herself to answer the call. She had waited to hear from him. She wanted to hear his voice so badly she could hardly take it, and yet she could only sit and let it ring. Her hand is shaking as it holds the phone. Eventually, the ringing stops. Not even a moment after, regret washes over and she flips open her phone. Knowing you pick up right away, if she were to call him back now, she places her finger over the call button. But she can't push it. She feels like crying. It's okay, Isuzu, you can do it. Before noticing that she actually is. Oh. Don't worry, we have good news. Yesterday at lunch break, she had waited for him in the courtyard again, but he didn't come. He didn't show up at club either. Neither did he come to the stargazing session. Did even consider going over to his place. Dang. Thinking that they must all be having dinner together right now, she pondered whether to also join in. But ultimately, she couldn't bring herself to do anything. The fear of being rejected once again prevented her from doing anything. The thought of him coming to hate her even more than he did now was so terrifying that it rooted her body in place. But we don't hate you, Isuzu. You can't go see him. Yulakin should call him. And that is why she stays holed up in her room like this. Now that it's almost evening, she thinks about how Suzuha is probably already at their house. She thinks about the fun they're having. Oh. You can. Please just come over and see the telescope. All alone by herself, Isuzu continuously did star divination until she drew the lovers in the upright position. Dang. She's like intentionally trying to do it now. Her cell phone begins to ring once again. Isuzu wipes her eyes with her hand to clear her blurry vision and then gazes at the display. This time it's a text message. A message from Yo. Would you like to come see the stars with us now? Come on over to Hibari High if you're down to. I want you to open the door to the rooftop. We're waiting for you. Isuzu flips her cell phone shut. Now means before dinner. Days are short around this time of year and the temperature is low. It's more comfortable to get ready once evening comes around, and then get going right after nightfall. Given another 30 minutes, one would start to see the sunset. Perhaps everyone's already there. Yes, please call me Isuzu. However... Yes, you can! Her heart is screaming for her to go, but her body does not move. Yes, you can! Oh, Isuzu. Please don't cry. She can't help but end up sinking. Thinking that maybe, just maybe, he'll lash out at her there on the rooftop. No, I want to show you a surprise! And maybe seeing the stars is only a pretext, and he actually means to summon her there to tell her off for having hurt Chinami. No! That the fact that they are no longer friends will be shoved right before her face. She fears. Fears getting hurt. She's frightened to an unfathomable degree. Now that she has repeated the same mistake as before, she can't take it anymore. If getting involved with someone contains therein the possibility of getting hurt, then solitude is infinitely better. I'm pretty sure you don't really actually want that, Isuzu. It isn't something she particularly enjoys, but if she has no choice but to take in solitude, she will. After all, being alone only brings loneliness. Getting hurt brings a world of pain. Isn't that loneliness pain too, though? She tells herself she won't make friends ever again. Like, I mean, you're literally crying right now. She'll give up on romantic relationships. She'll give up on love. Oh, Suzuha, yes, please. Please help your sister. Convince her. Come on, Suzuha. Hearing Suzuha's voice, Isuzu raises her face, wet from all the crying. Suzuha had entered her room. The message said they go stargazing, so Isuzu had thus figured Suzuha wasn't at home. Suzuha can't turn to face her, nor answer her either. She doesn't want to see her this tear-stained face. And she's likely to sob should she open her mouth, so she can't speak either. Yeah, exactly. We all want you there, Isuzu. We all want you there. Isuzu still can't answer.
星空は見えないから来ないの？
That was not Isuzu's reason. The starry sky of her childhood was no longer part of the equation. Well, that's good at least. But now she has something much more important. She has a person she loves.
私は南天の星空って覚えてない。私も向こうに住んでたけど赤ん坊の時だからほとんど覚えてない。だからお姉ちゃんの気持ちがわからない。
Oh, Suzuha.
だけどね、わかるの。わかることもあるの。家族がひばりが崎に引っ越してきたのは
Well,
私のせいってこと。
don't say it was your fault, though.
私のせいで
But, oh, it's
お
not.
姉ちゃん
Oh,
は南天の星空を見上げることができなくなったってこと。
no, sometimes stuff just happens. It's okay, Suzuha.
南天の星空
Oh.
が思い出になったんだってこ
Oh.
と。
Oh no. Isuzu tried to say something. She had to. However, her tearful voice that gets closer to leaking out gets in the way, rendering her unable to form any words.
ごめんなさい。
Oh, Suzuha.
ごめんなさ
Oh.
い。
Oh no.
お姉ちゃ
Oh.
ん。つろ
The voice she had finally managed to squeeze out was hoarse, and she couldn't continue. Suzuha was rubbing both of her eyes.
行こう。お姉ちゃん。
Saying those words, she directed a beaming smile at Isuzu.
みんなでひばりが崎の星空を見上げよう。お姉ちゃんに新しい思い出
Oh.
作ってほしいから。
Oh. That's really sweet. Oh, that was super sweet. And also kind of sad too. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, she's got me now. It was right when the sun had set that Isuzu, taken along by Suzu-chan, showed up at school. The key opened up her path. Hibari Heights rooftop was dyed in a blazing red. Since our eyes were red and exhausted, we felt so all the more. Chinami and I were sleep deprived. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Especially yo. And Isuzu's eyes were most likely red because he was crying. But I'm glad you showed up. Your tears-swollen eyes were our sin. Okay. Oh dang. Isuzu? Putting my wish, my feelings too, if only ever so slightly, make up for what I'd done, into words, I said to her, I'm sorry for what we put you through. I'm sorry I left you on your own. She said nothing in response. I don't want her to leave me. I don't want to spend a moment apart from her. Never for a second had I ever thought of letting her go. Getting the telescope for stargazing ready took us some time, you see. We wanted you to be the first to use it. It doesn't look very pretty, so I won't blame you if you don't want to use it. But still, we wanted you to look up at Hibarigasaki's starry sky using that telescope. We wanted you to gaze up at the starry sky we love so much.
葵ちゃん。
Oh. Dang. You did a pretty good job, even though I can see a couple of the cracks, but still dang. Oh yeah, it looks nice. I really like the evening CG too. Chinami stepped out from behind me. You can even tell on her face she's sleep deprived. In both of her hands, she had Isuzu's telescope that we finished repairing.
葵ちゃんがちなみに貸してくれた望遠鏡返すね。
Oh.
ちょっと形が変わっちゃったかもしれないけど。
I mean, I don't think that matters considering it didn't work anyway. It was just like a really precious memento for her, so. The day the telescope broke apart. After Isuzu left, we gathered up the scattered fragments of the telescope. Following that, we brought them back to Chinami's room.
継ぎはぎだらけで不格好かもしれないけど。
The two of us had been hard at work repairing it all this time. Upon getting back from school, we worked on it until the subsequent morning came. During lunch breaks, we also went back home and continued our progress.
レンズだけは難しくてすごく 細かく粉々になっちゃってて。
I mean, again, that didn't work anyway, so.
他の部分と違ってくっつけられなくて。
The one thing this patched up telescope was missing was a lens.
だけど、
Oh.
後で買うからね。
Oh, that's super sweet.
ちなみの小豚貯金箱は空っぽだけど、
Oh.
お小遣い貯めて必ずレンズ買うからね。
Good on you, Chinami.
それまで待っててくれると嬉しいな。
With a smile on her face, Chinami presented the telescope to Isuzu. Isuzu made no move to take it. He simply stood there completely dumbfounded, still trying to process what was happening. With regards to the repair of the telescope, it was entirely Chinami's idea. At first I was opposed to it. I was skeptical we'd be able to do something that painstakingly difficult. I almost didn't want to fathom just how hard it would be to gather up all the pieces of the shattered telescope. There was the sheer tenacity it would require to put all of those back together. And even then, just putting them back together wasn't enough. The fundamental part of the telescope was already broken. Repairing still won't allow you to see the stars of it. The fact that Chinami nevertheless insisted on finishing it, knowing the difficulty, spoke of her strength as a person. The fact that she didn't dare whine even once, despite knowing it broke completely out of her control, spoke to her kindness. Oh yeah, for sure. She was constantly fighting with the fear and anxiety of not knowing whether Isuzu would forgive her, even if she did give her the repaired telescope. Chinami never folded at any point throughout. She believed in Isuzu, her friend, until the very end. Oh, that's really sweet and wholesome. Those were the first words she spoke. Probably would have tried to tell him to stop, though.
違うんだよ、葵ちゃん。これは直したんじゃないんだよ。ただくっつけただけなんだよ。くっつけるだけでもちなみは自信がなかったんだよ。
Aww.
ちなみはとっても不器用だからうまくできるかわからなかったんだよ。
Aww.
お兄ちゃんが手伝ってくれてもちなみは足引っ張るの得意だからどうなるかわからなかったんだよ。なのに先に葵ちゃんに教えちゃって、もしできなかったとしたら。
That's fair. That makes complete sense. Yeah, that's completely fair then.
葵ちゃんを
Yeah.
落胆させるだけだから。
Okay, so this was.
また傷つけるだけだから。
Aww. But yeah, okay, so this is what we were actually doing this whole time, and never mind, he was going about it completely fine. Why do you say you were a dummy? Because I thought you were just not handling well. You had this whole plan.
もう傷つけたくないから、傷ついてほしくないから。どうして？
Oh, Isuzu.
どうしてそんなことが言えるの？傷つけたのは私なのに。
Oh.
傷ついたのはちなみさんなのに。ちなみさんは悪くないのに。悪いのは私なのに。いいとか悪いとかちなみにはよくわからないんだよ。考えてもよくわからないんだよ。ちなみは考えるの苦手だから。
Oh, so you're aware.
難しいことわからないから。ちなみはやりたかったからやっただけなんだよ。だってね、ちなみは葵ちゃんのことが好きだからやっただけだったんだよ。だからどうしてそんなことが言えるの？
She always considered you her friend, that's why.
葵ちゃんが不思議があるのちなみにはわからないんだよ。
Isuzu is very complicated, alright?
葵ちゃんは鈴葉ちゃんのためにひばりが崎に引っ越してきたんだよね。だけど葵ちゃんは鈴葉ちゃんを恨んでないんだよね。当たり前じゃない。鈴葉を恨むわけないじゃない。だから不思議なんだよ。
Aww.
同じなのに
It's true though.
葵ちゃんが鈴葉ちゃんを好きなように、ちなみも葵ちゃんが好きなんだよ。
Aw, Chinami.
葵ちゃんはちなみの友達だから。それだけじゃないよ。葵ちゃんはお兄ちゃんの
That
恋
she,
人だから。
that she is. Oh. Oh.
ちなみもね、お兄ちゃんのこと好きだけど。
Oh. Oh. Fuck.
葵ちゃんもお兄ちゃんのことが好きだから。同じだから。同じみたいでちょっと違うから。ちなみは恋ってよくわからないけど、葵ちゃんは恋なんだって思うから。
For sure.
だから
Oh.
お兄ちゃんのこと
Oh.
お願いね。よろしくお願いします。
Oh.
二人のことちなみは見守っているからね。
Hey, just like Ren is her guardian angel, she's our guardian angel.
いつまでも見守っているからね。
Oh, that's really nice, Chinami.
ちなみさん、
Oh.
私も
Oh.
ちなみさんのこと好き。ちなみさんと
Oh.
友達でいたい。
Hey, she finally straight up said it.
ずっと
Good job,
友
Isuzu.
達だよ。
Good job, Isuzu.
最初から友達だよ。
We've always been.
ち
Oh.
なみたちは今だって。
That's right.
ありがとう。
Oh. My bad.
ちなみたちは今だって友達なんだよ。
Oh.
ちなみさんと友達になれてよかった。
Legit, it's actually really good. She met someone like Chinami who was like that open and just would like that persistent about wanting to be her friend, considering how Isuzu is.
ちなみもよかったって
Like considering how
思ってるよ。
considering how Isuzu kept trying to distance stuff from people, and how Chinami kept trying to become more and more a friend in her persistence. Again, it's like it was the perfect, you're like the perfect friend for Isuzu.
ちなみと友達になってくれて、
Oh.
お兄ちゃんを好きになってくれて、お兄ちゃんと恋人になってくれてありがとう。お兄ちゃんを好きになってくれてありがとう。だって二人のおかげでちなみたちは友達だけじゃない。
Be like sisters, you mean?
家族にだって
Oh,
なれるんだから。
I love it. Ah, fuck. When you look through the cobbled together telescope, you no longer see darkness. That telescope, which didn't have anything pass through its lens and had its life taken by age, now clearly shows Hibarigasaki's starry sky. What? How? How do we do that? What? You mean just because the lens is gone? Okay, well, fuck. Alright, so yeah, goodness gracious. Okay, but first of all, yeah, that got me with that second CG. Thanks, game. Yeah, okay, so thankfully we repaired the broken friendship, even though, like Chinami said, they've always been. We were working on the telescope. We had a plan and it worked, even though it was really rough on Isuzu, clearly. Thankfully, everything is back to normal and nice and happy again. And yeah, that was actually a really nice idea that Chinami had, because like Yo said, that was actually her idea, and dang, like they brought all those like tiny broken little pieces of the telescope back together. That would take a lot of like persistence and dedication, so that really that was really good on Chinami. And that whole little scene right there I really like. I like their friendship. It's really sweet and cute. And again, like I said, like that's the perfect friend for Isuzu. And also, aside from that, there was that whole thing with Chinami's guardian angel, Grim Reaper girl, apparently Ren, who, yeah, she looked well, she had the same eye color as Mare, and she had the scythe, so yeah, and she talked about Grim Reaper stuff, which was kind of confusing, and like Yo said, got me kind of lost. Though the more she talked about it, like near the end, I think I kind of got some stuff out of it. But yeah, I'm very curious to learn more about that, which I'm sure we will, because this is like a multiple route mystery kind of thing, so. And like we have like locked routes and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to learn more about that later on in another route, but yeah, she talked about some really interesting things there that have really piqued my curiosity, like the promise, like she said, the promise she made to him, which is different from like, because Mare said the promise she made to her, which I'm pretty sure is Lookout Girl. But yeah, but Ren said that she made a promise to a him, so I'm thinking that would have to be Chinami's father, considering that like she made a promise to help her out with Chinami's hopelessness, and she is literally the reason Chinami even passed her test. But yeah, that whole stuff with like Isuzu and Suzuha too, and then the Isuzu and Chinami stuff that was all really sweet and wholesome, and I really, really actually liked it, and got a little manly tear out of me. So yeah, thanks game.